Hello, everybody, and welcome back to It's Meow. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to D&D on Wednesdays. Welcome to Tomb of Continuation. We are back in the lost city of Moil. The crew has been going through this treacherous environment, sometimes getting by only by the skin of their teeth or by the seat of their pants, depending on which way they go first. And when we left off last week, we had been fighting one of our most fearsome foes yet, the Vestige. And right before we ended last night's session, it was going to be Lombard Goldstein's turn to make a move against this thing.
Sentient evil fog.
Yes. Now, Lombard currently is terrified of the thing. Could you remind me what I need to roll to try to not be terrified of the thing?
Oh, if you don't know, it's 26, actually. No, just a second.
Or not.
Fear.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
don't.
wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Just tell me what I need to roll, not the actual number.
You should be able to roll it with advantage because I'm using counter charm.
Okay.
Let me post that again.
A DC 17 wisdom saving throw, if you please.
Perfect. Okay. Well, it's not perfect because my wisdom's not that great. But well, okay.
With advantage. With advantage.
Thank good.
Oh,
Man.
thank God. Yeah,
Well,
outstanding.
I don't know what I would have done with it.
I mean, honestly.
Woo.
So, and what is Lombard afraid of exactly? What is he visualizing right now?
I think Lombard is picturing his mother being disappointed
Oof.
in him. Because the last thing Lombard would ever want is to disappoint his mother.
All right, then. What about the simplifying the tax code so that it could fit on a postcard and you no longer needed to do that with an accountant? That would be terrifying.
Automating my job is pretty equally terrifying too. I will say, because that would also disappoint my mother.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to that. Yeah. So I think I'm just hearing, your cousin's a doctor. And I'll be like, yes, mother, I know my cousin's a doctor. And it'll just keep me up at night.
That was a wonderful Jerry Lewis impression. So
thank you.
All right. So you're still terrified.
I am.
Let me put that brings us to Casimir, who has vanished from everyone's point of view.
Yeah,
but
did do that.
He's still talking. You're still talking to each other via Sending Stone. I don't recall how those work or what the mechanic was. I know they're custom because. What was the deal there? Are they like walkie-talkies, or are they one-time use, or how does that work?
It's like once per long rest or something.
All right. So, what did you guys say to each other? You said, "Get back here," I think, using the Sending Stone.
I think what I said was get back here so I can teleport us to the other room. And then Casimir went and disappeared through a wall.
Got it. He said, "That's not what I'm going to do," or "We don't know." I mean, your character doesn't know. He's doing some math. I can see the ruler out. Okay. So Casimir, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna have to move over to here because I never saw the vestige follow me, so I was like, okay, I guess I have to come to you. And yeah, we're gonna go for another booming blade.
Okay.
23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so that's 22 plus.
Now, the booming blade part, that's considered a magical attack?
It's a spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you actually need to do that with disadvantage on the vestige. So could you roll again and see what you get?
Sure.
Probably be like a 30.
There we are. Oh no.
You swing and you feel it pull on your sword, and you barely get it out, but you do not appear to impact it.
I see. Okay, in that case, we're gonna run away again.
That's an excellent
And
choice.
yeah, we're gonna go here just because I'm still trying to keep it away from everyone else. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yep, that's the end of my turn.
Yes. So, what the vestige is going to do, because it's the vestige's turn, is it's going to move here, and because this is, Moil, it's a ruined city, and there are cracks and fissures everywhere, and it's going to scope out these two rooms and see that you are in here. And so it's moved 5 feet. It doesn't move very far, but it's going to move another 5 feet, and now it's going to. How much of the clock would you say is in that sector?
I'd say about 2/5.
Well, I see from 7 o'clock to call it 10 o'clock.
Oh,
So
I
that
see
would
what
be
you're asking. I see what you're asking.
because this thing happens to get 12 attacks, and I'm trying to figure out how many of those attacks can fit in this room with how much of it has moved in this amount of time.
I mean,
And
I'd say
so
that's probably a good sub.
anything not completely airtight is porous to the vestige. And so it's going to move, and that was another 5 feet, and its final 5 feet. And so I'm going to call that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. I'll call it 6 attacks on you. And so it is going to use its life siphon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, shit.
It's a
So
crit.
one, it hits. I'm assuming a 28, and the 30 hit, and the 21. Does that hit?
Yeah, my AC is 21.
So that's 3 hits.
Yep.
One of them's a crit.
9 acid plus 3 necrotic.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's
That one's
that's
the crit.
5 plus 11 acid plus 2 plus 4 necrotic. So I don't know what the 2 is, but so call
That's
that
the crit.
Oh, right.
So it rolls 2 dice or 2 sets of dice.
So I count that as 16, 20
29.
total.
22
22,
Yep.
not counting the 2.
plus 12.
And then this one is 4 plus 5 necrotic.
Okay, so 38 damage total.
38 damage total.
Awesome. I mean, not awesome, but like okay, that was kind of not as bad as I'd maybe expected.
Not like in Russian it's Ivan the Awesome, more like in English where it's Ivan the Terrible.
And man,
Hey.
another thing that's terrible. Life siphons, am I right? But speaking of
Absolutely.
siphoning, what another thing that I do like to do is siphon
We
some
get a
beverage.
sponsor?
And we've been given a group hydrate by PB.
Hey, that's awesome. Thank
So
you.
if everybody would like to siphon your beverages. I've tried really hard to segue that, but
That it was probably actually pretty good.
Thanks, man. This stream is brought to you by PB keeping us hydrated. Thank you, PB.
Yeah. Official sponsor.
Official sponsor of Crit Cats.
Of the Battle of the Vestige. So, all right. It now is. I also need everyone to roll for me a wisdom saving throw.
Fantastic. That went well. Fantastic.
Casimir, you'll be at disadvantage on this.
What's the range?
100 feet.
Oof. Yeah, I'm pretty
Anyone not in that range? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Lombard is not in that range.
thank God.
Oh, hey,
Okay.
good.
So,
Well, he's already still feared. He hasn't.
yeah, true.
Hasn't saved.
Just,
Oh, Sylvian needs to do this as well. Pardon-moi, je need to roll my. Did I say wisdom? Merde.
Oh, but everybody gets to roll with advantage because of counter charm.
Ooh, all right. I take it. Except for Casimir, who just rolls normal.
Oh, if I roll normal, I'm not afraid. Yes.
yeah, because that first one was the 18, right?
Yeah, so I got
Yeah.
mine was a 23 was my wisdom save. Who
Roll
did
twice
anyone
now.
go below well anyone go below 17 because it's a 17 save.
Mao has another roll that she needs to go.
Yeah, roll twice.
Do we roll for syrup? I can do that, and I can also roll for Sin. Actually, I'm not sure Cynthia can. I don't think she has emotions. I don't
There
think she
we go.
can be
That
feared.
saves.
And
I guess
Lurch.
it was a lurch.
Lurks. Give her the old wisdom save. There's
Well,
that and that. Oh, so did those show up?
Yep.
they have. Lurch
Oh, it's
rolled
because
a.
I just see my name and I'm like I rolled again, but I'm an idiot. But,
It's okay. I have to reread it a few times to be honest too.
Looks like Lurks is okay, and Dr. Cox is okay.
I am not.
Oh, the Clay
I
Golem
got a
is
12
okay.
and a 13.
Yeah.
Ninja Meows is okay too.
Oh, that's good. So you're clutching Ninja Meows and cowering, let's say, and you're encouraging. Well, I don't know. What would you? I would think you'd either get off Ninja Meows and run as far away from the direction that you're hearing the voices come from, so kind of where Lombard is,
Oh.
or you'd encourage Ninja Meows to do that and like cower on the ceiling with you, and he would just go along. So you can tell me what you're doing there.
Yeah, that works. They'll just
Cool.
run together.
Alrighty. Anyone else afraid? How'd Mao do? Where's Mao's second? 17.
Mao got a
Just
17. Yep.
she saves. You feel old childhood terrors rear up. The thing that you didn't want to get off of your cot and go out to the outhouse because you knew it was out there. You didn't know what it was, but you knew it was out there. In real life, what we do is we turn the light off in the basement and try and race it the darkness upstairs because there are things in the dark. That's the feeling, but you shake it off. Who else we got? Oh, how'd Syrup do? Good old Syrup.
Syrup did not roll.
Did it not send on the thing? Let me
Hang on.
pop it back open and try
Yep.
to send it. I gotcha. Give it 1 second. It always takes like. There we
Come
go.
on, Syrup. Oh. His tail is between his legs, and he is cowering, and he's running due east. So he's against the wall, trying to find, detritus, and you see him like shuffling up rotten, pieces of fiber or some kind of cloth, and he's trying to hide in the trash. He's afraid. And lurks past. Cynthia does not need to take a check because she is immune. And the clay golem is okay. I think we're good. All right. So, let's see. My vestige. What else is he gonna do? I think that's it. All right, Dr. Cox. roll and see if you are able to let go of the
That's
ceiling.
at the end of my turn, isn't it?
It is at the end of your turn.
So
But
I
are you
would
able to?
move over to the far corner first.
Yes, correct.
Oh, hello, Doctor. Is your mother mad at you too?
Mommy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you have to describe what Dr. Cox is afraid of. You can say it was
Dr.
it was the
Kelso
head
won.
Medron, Dr. Kelso. That head Medron. Oh my God. He was like a nightmare from another reality. Listen here, newbie. I don't ever want to go through that again. Scrubs, not a sponsor. All right.
But we're listening.
Yes. Anything else?
Nope. Failed my wisdom save. There's nothing I can do.
All right. Clay Gollum, he pounds his chest and he's like, solid. But does he do anything? In your state, can you tell him to do anything is my question. I'm not sure you can, but it is mental. I don't, it doesn't matter at this point, but that's.
Well, he's probably just going to repeat the last command he got, which is bash anything that comes through the door.
Got it.
The
Okay.
Clay Golem is just going to sit there.
Excellent. Mao, you have shaken off the terror and you are able to react. Do you want to do anything?
I kind of just want to hold the same action as before. I'm just gonna move a little bit in between everybody, kind of more in there, and then hold, an attack action, the great axe. If anything gets too close.
Just so everybody knows, the range of teleport is 10 feet.
Okay, that's good to know. I am assuming these walls are about 2 feet, 3 feet thick. So
maybe closer to 5.
Well, I mean, like we can definitely get through the wall and on the other side if we needed to. Just don't do it on the outside. We'll fall into the abyss.
Yeah.
Except for me, I could fly.
And then
my cousin can't fly, can he, Mom?
Then your corpse, then your electrified corpse would fall into the abyss.
That is true. That is also true, though.
So, I mean, you'd be more spectacular.
That my doctor cousin could take care of me.
That's right. Anything, Mao?
No. Turn pretty much into there. Just gonna sit there and hold the action with the great axe if anything comes in.
Sounds good. I saved, and so how far can I get? All right, I'll do that. I'm going to move over to Cynthia. And I'm going to say to Cynthia, can you do anything to help them with fear? Can you help them somehow? And she's going to look at me, and she's going. Sylviane would say, "Mon Dieu, can you do nothing for my friends? You are some sort of doctor, I thought. Okay, please go do your doctoring." And she will look at me and go, "Yes, Citizen Savage, I will do this at once." And then when it's her turn, she'll hopefully do something. That's all of my movement. I'm going to hold my action to blast anything I see that looks evil, anything to the west of me. And then I'm going to end my turn. Cynthia is going to take her movement. And actually, I think she can move more than normal because she is like special.
Oh?
Let me check. And yeah, she like turns into one of those spiders and Ghost in the Shell, one of those spider droids.
Oh, Jesus.
Her movement, no, she's normal 30 feet. Never mind. I thought she had a thing. Yeah, so she's gonna move her 30 feet. which will put her at probably the corner-ish. Oh, good. So she's going to get there. And then she is going to comfort you, either of you, on your turns. And so she's giving you the help action, so you can roll with advantage on your saving throws. She doesn't actually have anything that could. Well, no, she does. She's going to attempt to charm Lombard.
Oh, this is so sudden.
So what is the spell? What is her spell save? Okay. So it is a DC 17 for her to for you to save. I'm not sure why it's not calculated.
So, would if I'm
You
aware,
need to.
am I aware that she's trying to help?
Yeah. She's
I probably
reaching
wouldn't.
into your mind.
I probably wouldn't
and-
fight it then.
Yeah. Well, you can't. So,
Yeah.
but so you're willing. So yeah. Okay.
Like
so,
if I know that she's not trying to like hurt me, then I'm not gonna try to save against it because I know
Okay.
that she's trying to help.
And so what she's going to do there is she's going to say, "Be calm," and
Okay.
that will stop your fear. But she's only able to do it for you on her turn, and so you have been you have been charmed out of your fear. She has to. Oh, um, she actually reaches into a small pouch, pulls out a vial, cracks it open, and you see sprinkles of of dust fall down as she casts the spell, and they flash in a moment and are gone. And you think you hear um, like tiny little screams, and then
Oh, I just
it's
thought
all
of a
gone.
wonderful thought.
And then you feel, but you feel much better. You feel calm.
Any
The
happy
fear
little
is
thought.
at the back of your mind. Yeah, go ahead.
Think of Christmas. Think of snow. Think of sleigh bells. Off you go.
There
Like
you
right
go.
there in the sky.
In
You could
fact,
fly. You could fly. You could fly.
In fact, it was pixie dust, and she sacrificed thousands of them. But anyway,
Yeah, I saw that it uses pixie dust. That's why I was like, there's a little faith and trust and a little bit of pixie dust, and then you can
exactly.
fly. Anyways,
These were atomically entangled to pixies all over the multiverse, and they just suddenly dropped dead.
fantastic.
Thousands of them.
I
Their
feel
life
so
energy,
invigorated.
contributed to your. So there's, like at some little pixie festival, and they're like, "This is the best day of my life."
Just EDM music playing. Fantastic. All right. Okay, so she charmed
so
me. Is she
you're
doing anything
good.
else?
She hands you a Goodberry lollipop and says, "You were a good boy."
Uh, thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate it.
You are quite welcome, Citizen Lombard.
Citizen. Citizen. Haha. I'm a citizen now.
You
Okay.
are a citizen of Moil, are you not? And therefore covered under my medical programming?
100%.
Excellent.
So is that the end of her turn, or is she doing anything else?
End of her turn.
Okay.
Yeah, she's.
Uh-oh.
To me, ninja meows. Come to me that I may comfort your
there she
owner. Come to me now. And it's terrifying.
Ninja Mail's just gonna like
Cat's
whips
now
her in the
afraid.
face with his tail because he's not afraid.
He's like, nope. Ends her turn. Lombard, you are weapons free. Go for it.
I mean, I'm already close to the doctor now, so I don't really need to go anywhere. But, yeah.
You know, Jay's looking at his watch like, hope that plane takes off.
Listen,
Hope traffic's
listen.
not bad.
I wasn't expecting the circumstances I currently find myself in, to be completely honest with you. Um, so you're saying like
Oh,
there's definitely like
you
cracks and
noticed.
stuff. There's like cracks and stuff in these walls, so there's a chance I've got line of sight on this guy.
Uh, sure. Let's say that there are, some of these wisps of tendrils
Yeah,
are
because like
probing
if he could see
cracks. 'Cause
Casimir, we could
this,
probably see him. Yeah.
it's high tech, but this is like thousands of years old, and so there are cracks. The vestige could only be contained, in a giant airtight container, basically. So
Hmm.
this there is nothing you've seen that is not porous or cracked, or you're constantly like moving around cracks in the floor that you can see the energy below, and you're like, oh no, I do not want to fall down there. Anyway, so but you have additional things you can do if you want to do anything.
I do. And I'm trying to figure out if it's worth it to do so. Because this man, we have learned through experience that magic isn't as useful as we think it might be.
Well, character knowledge versus player knowledge, but yes, you're like, this thing seems very resistant.
Yes. Um, you're right. That was metagaming. I'm sorry. Um,
Is never seen Sylvian Sauvage's famous Eldritch Blast, however, whatever this thing is. Sylvian brags.
and there is not a lot that I've got that I can really do that's really gonna be worth anything. Um,
1 point of damage is better than 0.
that's true. Yeah, I was just trying to see if there was anything else that I could actually do. Um, other than just throwing a firebolt like I normally do, but I think I'm just gonna throw a firebolt at the guy. Like I selected him as if
Okay.
there's anybody else to throw a firebolt at. Does a 22 hit him? Am I the only person?
Hit you, Dr. Cox?
What?
Nice. But does a 22 hit the vestige? Sorry, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I'm having some. Your audio is cutting out every now and then for me now. Like right now, I can't hear you.
I don't know. Is that better or worse?
Ah, it's not
Sounds
cutting
better.
out. It's actually there's actually just a delay for me again. Okay, fantastic. Loving it. That might be on my internet's part since I'm also running the stream. Okay. So yes, it does hit the vestige. Sorry.
You're gonna roll with disadvantage, right?
Yes, it does hit the vestige.
Do I roll with disadvantage?
Yes, you do need to roll with disadvantage.
Why?
Yep. Magic does not seem to be as effective against the vestige. 13 does not hit.
Okay. All right. In that case, I'm just gonna stay and hang out nearby the doctor, so we can teleport the crap out of here.
Great. Casimir, you are lost in a fog. You are not sure which direction you are going to go. So you can roll a 1d4, and that'll do north, south, east, west.
Okay.
And then if you want to try and run out.
Yep. That is essentially what I want to try to. I mean, I'm right next to a wall, so at least I know one direction that I'm not gonna go, right?
It is impenetrable. You cannot see your nose in front of your face. There are things moving in the fog that are taking shape that are terrifying, and then dissipating, like the fog is trying to marshal its resources to attack, but you can't see anything, and you're completely disoriented. So if you
Okay.
were to reach out and touch the wall, you would not even be sure which wall you'd be touching at this point.
Right. Right. But I would at least know it's not that direction. So if I rolled a d4 and I got that one, it's like, well, okay.
Sure.
Right?
Yep. Yeah, that's fine. We can say that.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So
um,
should
roll a
we decide?
d4, or which I assume you're touching north. We'll say that one is north. So four. Uh, uh, if one is north, then that going clockwise. Two is east. Three is south. Four would be west. So you're running west right now. How far do you want to go? You rolled the right
That's
thing.
south.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what?
South. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Whoops, my bad. So I'm this way?
Yes, you were running west. So you
Uh-huh.
run out of the fog, and now you're at the edge of it, and you see that there's a wall in front of you, and you're surprised, and you stop.
Okay. Let's see. That was, yeah, about 15. All right. In that case, booming blade again. Let's see.
Okay, disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Yep. 18 to hit.
18 does not hit.
Okay. That was 15. So I can move another 45. Let's see. Will it still be able to hit me if I move? Yeah, that's what it's gonna do anyway. So we run away. Yep. Okay, and that's the end of my turn.
All right. Uh, the vestige. I need everyone to give me another wisdom save. You
Ah,
hear the
darn.
discordant whispers. If
So-
if you're 100 feet away, then you're uh, y- that corner will be safe in a little bit. Let me roll for
I
some
have
Because
to
folks.
roll because I'm afraid already, right?
because Cynthia charmed me, do I need to roll again?
Yeah,
Is it going to be like a charm over charm situation?
actually, um, roll with advantage because of that. She's got some control over that.
Okay.
So, um,
Well,
but
I'm glad I
she's
went.
wresting control from
I'm
the
glad I'm
vestige.
glad it went well for me.
Yeah, that
I mean it
statistically is
couldn't have gone better,
quite a
honestly. Nombot's not wise when
mathematically
he's
you
being yelled at by his
increased
mother.
by the maximum amount that you could.
Very true.
Oh, she needs to roll a wisdom. Uh, Sylvian needs to roll initiative, and then also Cyndia. And she doesn't need to roll. I forgot. She's immune. She would have passed. Lurks is afraid. Sylvian is I don't know why I rolled initiative. Hang on. I need to roll wisdom. That's not better. Sylvian is terrified. Uh how'd Syrup do? Did you want to roll for him? Or you want me to do it? Casimir,
Sorry,
did
I
you
did
pass?
it and it was 21.
Oh,
Let me
Casimir,
I
you
go
are
get
afraid?
yes.
Okay. So the vestige doesn't have anybody within range at the moment, but it felt that firebolt that came through the wall, and it wants to go look at that. And so it's going to use its movement to start going that direction. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And it begins to slowly ooze through the cracks. And like when they run those old movies in reverse with like the smoke, so it looks like it's being sucked into things. That's what it looks like as it's being pulled through the porous walls. And then it's now halfway in the hall, and if you were to see it at this moment, and no one can, I'm not sure I'm bothering to describe it, but if you were to see it, it's sort of boiling out of all of these things and coalescing on the floor and then forming up into sort of a shape in front of the wall. So that's what it's doing. And then it ends its turn. And so Dr. Cox, it is your turn. You're currently feared, right?
Not anymore.
Good. You are unfeared. You shake it off. The presence of a therapy animal the size of Ninja Meow's was efficacious, is the only thing that Cynthia can imagine happened. She reaches over and hands you a Goodberry lollipop. And
As I
says,
take it from
or
her, I'm going
reaches
to
up
say,
because you're on the ceiling still.
no, I'm not.
But she was reaching up to hand you the lollipop, and you're on the ceiling, and you reach down to take it.
I was never on the ceiling in this room. I had to come through the door.
Oh, okay.
In any case, as I take the lollipop from her, I'd like to tell her whatever you did to Lombard to remove his fear, you need to do that to me so we can get out of here. Everybody else, get close to me so I can teleport us. And then I'm gonna, if you'll allow me to, as like interact with an object, I'm gonna try to get Ninja Meows to lift one of his paws. I'm gonna wipe some of the dirt off of his beans.
Okay. And the dirt from the other room is the
That's the idea,
focus.
because there should be dust particles from there for sure.
Sure, yeah, there definitely will be, but they're going to be from all over,
Sure, but
right?
then I'm just thinking about what's in the other room. The other dust particles don't matter.
Oh, all right, yeah. So your focus would then find the things that are in the other room. Makes sense. Okay, sure. So you've got dirt on your hands, and how long does it take to cast teleport?
Well, it's an action, and this all happens at the end of my turn, so I'm not going to be able to do it right now. Besides, they've got a range of 10 feet, and everyone's still scattered out across the room, so it's not going to work.
Okay, yeah, and we got 2 people feared. Syrup? How'd Syrup do? Did Syrup roll? I can roll for Syrup.
Yeah, Syrup rolled low 21. It's right
Yeah,
above Lombard.
Syrup. Guys, he's licking his paw like, and shaking it off. Great. So, anything else, Dr. Cox?
No, this is all at the end of my turn.
All right, Clay Gollum. He's concentrating on that door. He's waiting for the tendrils
And
to
the
get
clay
close,
golem was
and he
feared.
will attack if they do.
And the
Oh, the
clay
Clay
golem be
Gollum.
feared? Constructs can't be afraid, can they?
Oh, condition immunity
I don't
frightened.
know.
Yep. So the clay golem is just sitting there.
It draws on its face in clay like frightened eyes, but it then goes back to holding its position.
Yeah, it's just being facetious.
Yes. It kills at Clay Gollum stand-up clubs.
I know. I've seen him.
Um,
He's a mastercraft of his work.
Major influences for the Clay Golem from his childhood, Mum and Shans. That's a deep cut.
Yeah, I don't even know that name.
That's worth a Google. That's worth a Google.
Also, I think Mao should go before the clay
Mummenschans.
golem. Mao has a higher dexterity.
Mao, it is your turn. I moved Mao up.
I'm just gonna go ahead and move closer to the doctor. And I'm gonna go ahead and let Syrup know to
Get a
kind of do the
little
same thing.
closer.
I kind of like gesture to Syrup, to follow when it's Syrup's turn, Ooh. Ooh, not right there.
You whistle for Syrup.
No, that was
Syrup
good. You're out of
pauses
range now.
mid-lick and looks up.
With that. There we go.
Alrighty. So the clay golem, is it going to move over?
The clay
Since it
golem
can't
is
be
going to
feared?
sit there and bash anything that comes to the door.
Got it. Sylvian says, Mon Dieu! I'm being tortured again by Rasenzy! Or something dramatic. I'm going to assume Cyndia hears me screaming and says, I will come to your aid, Citizen Sauvage. And she's going to run down here.
Sylveon,
Doesn't-
wouldn't you run away?
Yeah. A, and B, also, don't you get to make a saving throw? And C, I asked her to do the fear thing to me so I could cast teleport instead of getting feared.
Sure. All good points.
Goddamn Medrons.
Can we give Vishon a break?
She stays where she is.
Hey, it's not
need
Bishan's
a
fault.
hug.
He didn't code the Medron. I mean, I don't think you were part of that dev team, were you?
Absolutely. I was. I do kind of have a crush on her.
Then you need to talk to
So,
the, what do you call it? You need to talk to the board of directors about that one.
No. I'd like to point out she's thousands of years old, so it's a May-December relationship, even as old as I am.
The drivers may just
I
need to
do
be
not
updated.
save, and so I mine or hers.
Is that a loaded
Que
question?
quiero no las dos. Yeah, exactly. So I run as far as I can. I'm clawing at the wall. I'm trying to grab bricks out of the wall, and so I continue to be feared. And Cyndia, what do you? So we say Cyndia comes over to you. She releases hold on Lombard, and says, "Please, please accept my intrusion." And casts Charm Person on you, which I actually have to check to make sure how many times a day she can do that. I think it's 3. Nope,
Also,
that's you. Clicked
Sylveon,
on the wrong icon.
Sylveon, did you use your movement to run away from the vestige?
I did, but I could only go 5 feet west
Oh.
into the wall, which I'm clawing at the moment.
Wouldn't you have run toward? Oh, because he's moved. You're right. Okay, I see where you're going. Also, my connection to the Roll20 keeps getting interrupted.
North
so
and
it just
east is
takes it
still
forever to
farther
update.
away because you're increasing the distance. So going north and east from that location is still moving away from the vestige.
Sure, I guess I could slide against the wall a little bit as in my scrabbling to get out of this room. That makes sense. So Cyndia can cast that 3 times a day, and she uses her second instance on you. And you feel her, attempt to charm you, and you definitely, whatever misgivings or feelings that you might have had about her competence disappear, and you just feel very, very calm, very centered, and you feel like Cyndia really knows what she's doing and she's got it under control, and so everything's going to be okay. That's kind of how you're feeling right now.
point of order, isn't Sylveon able to use his action to dash?
Yes. So he would dash. I guess he would slide a little bit closer.
He's got more movement than that.
Let's
He's
do
got
the
a whole nother
math.
move.
I was like, here, that's 15 feet. So actually, I'd be about here if I slide against the wall, right? So, I mean, you feel like that's pretty close?
Isn't your movement like 30 feet or something?
Yeah. Oh, 60 feet. Right. I was given 40 feet. I don't know why I was doing that. I was doing the vestiges movement. It's only 20. Right. So I would do, yeah, I'm okay. So
Make it all the way to the
I'm in,
corner
I'll
of the
put
wall,
myself
too.
in the absolute corner of the room. Yep. And I'm just like, not even caring that some of these bricks are falling to the outside and falling down into the abyss
Also,
as
Syrup
I'm
is not in
pushing
the
at these
initiative order,
crumbling walls.
and so Syrup hasn't acted in 2 turns.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
I
So
also
can we
missed
just
that.
say that
I
Syrup
can
has
fix that
moved?
real quick. Sure, that's fine.
There we go. I got
There,
you.
Syrup's in.
Perfect. What about lurks?
Lurks is in the order.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Uh, and then Mao is ahead of the clay golem. Got it. How did the vestige move from where it was? Because it was right next to Casimir, right after Casimir.
Oh, it was like around here-ish,
Maybe I
maybe.
didn't sort.
No, it moved after Lurch because
I must not have sorted.
everybody had to make their wisdom saving throws again, and then it moved.
Oh, and we did add syrup. Yeah, we did add syrup and lurks to. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry, my bad. Which puts us. What turn were we on?
So Cyndia would have just gone at that
Dr.
point.
Cox's.
No,
Yes.
I don't remember.
Where is Cyndia?
Cyndia just went. She
Got her.
just
Right.
charmed Dr. Cox to
It's
get
now
him out of the
Lombard's
fear.
turn.
Okay.
It is now Lombard's turn. I believe you are currently feared.
I am. My corner has been taken, so I guess this is. Kind of, oops, wrong thing selected. I'll move myself over next to the wall there. God, get us out of here, Lurch! Hurry up! And that's gonna be it. Oh wait, no. I guess
All right.
I can save again.
Casimir.
I could try to save again. Hold on.
Yes,
Hey.
that's right.
Nice.
Okay. So cool. I'm no longer afraid.
Hey, you're mid brick, and you're like, "What am I doing?" And you put the brick down. So Casimir, it is your turn. You need to move as far away as you can in the vector from where you last saw the vestige. Yeah,
So I
so
lost
somewhere,
sword.
somewhere along this, in this area, you have to dash, and also because you can move through walls, as those aren't an obstacle to you
No,
at the moment, so you need to dash as far as you can.
after I got hit, I lost concentration, so I dropped that spell.
Ah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I would have used it last turn otherwise, but instead I just had to run away.
So you would be in this. You would be. Yeah, you could go through the doors that way.
Yeah, just run away from it
You would
this
not
way.
leap off into the abyss. I don't think fear can make you jump into the abyss.
Well, I mean, I can
Now
fly.
you need to roll to see if you can get out. That's true, but then you might get hit by lightning.
Yeah,
So
that's also true.
now you can roll to see if you can break out of the fear.
Nope.
Nope.
No. Yep, that's it for me.
So, all right. And then Syrup is eagerly awaiting instruction. And Syrup is of type small, and so like he can tuck in.
Yep.
You know, he's not like human size, so he could tuck into here if we needed to. So he's safe.
Perfect. Well, Syrup is gonna just excitedly look around, maybe even like lick the doctor's hand, and just kind of wait to teleport. Just and waiting for Mao to give Syrup a next instruction.
I give puppy scritches.
All right, roll for damage. No, I'm kidding.
He bites a little hard when you
Syrup's
play.
I didn't tell you his saliva is acidic. Roll for necrotic damage. No, you feel licking on your hand, and you look down, and Syrup's tail, which had been down, begins to wag as he looks at you.
Squish the puppy.
Alrighty, Lurkst is feared, so she needs to try and snap the fuck out of it and get her shit together. Come on, Lurkst. No. She is unable to.
She better run.
So yeah, she's gonna
still
dash.
gonna move and dash anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, so she's in this corner now, going, Sylvia, get that wall out of the way. My hands are starting to get a little bit rough. And now the vestige, it's the vestige's turn, and so the vestige is gonna move 2, 3, 4, and it's going to encounter the clay golem. And half of the vestige is in the room at the moment, and so that will be 6 of the vestige's life drain attacks. Which
Does it work on something that has no life?
So it's acid damage and necrotic damage.
The
I
clay
would
golem
say
does not have
acid
an
and
immunity to
necrotic
either
would
of
work,
those.
right?
Oh no, wait! It's immune to acid damage.
Oh, great. Okay. But it can still take necrotic damage.
Apparently.
So that's
So it still has to make attack rolls. It has an armor class of 14.
2d4. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They
Those all hit.
One's a crit even.
But half of the damage. Right. So don't take the
necrotic
acid
only.
damage. 1, 2,
19.
3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's 39.
So 7, 39 damage. That's a substantial amount of damage on most creatures. How's our little guy looking?
94 of 133.
Does he have the Gumby face like, oh no, Mr. Bill? Oh no,
Oh no!
Another deep cut. Anyone know who Mr. Bill is?
Yeah, from Saturday Night Live.
Oh, good. Okay. You kids get off my lawn. All right. So the vestige is. How many times can it do this, or is it just every round? When the vestige comes, this is what it's doing.
This is not every round. It's just once. So when it comes within 100 feet, it's not every round.
That makes sense. Well, all right. It's still pretty scary. Let's say that it's exhausted its fears. So it ends its turn. So Dr. Cox,
Using the dirt that I pulled from Ninja Meow's beans,
a long
I'm
one.
going to think about teleporting the 8 of us that are over here in this corner into this corner here of the large chamber,
Which corner?
on the
Sure.
far
Okay,
east
makes
side.
sense. Understood. And I roll a D100. Is that correct?
I have a thing in it, so I mean, I have dirt that is from that room.
Oh, I see. This is only if you don't have a talisman.
Yeah.
Uh, spell transport unit 8 willing creatures of your choice.
So it's just
Range,
the 8
single
of us that
object
are
you
in
can
the side. I
see,
can't take the
destination
golem.
you select. Destination determines whether you arrive there successfully. Uh,
So I have an associated object in the dirt, the dust.
yep. But is there any chance that it fails as a result? That's
N-
what I'm reading.
Not,
I'm
no,
trying to
if you
read.
have an associated object. So if you
Not
look
if
at
you
the
have
table,
a.
permanent circle and
Oh,
associated
okay. Then
object are
never mind.
100%.
Good. Okay. Associated object 1 to 100. So if I roll a D100, it'll always pass. Makes sense.
Correct.
Cool. Yeah. No problem. So you make a hole in reality.
Oh, there goes gravity.
Oh. Oh, it's everywhere. Spaghetti.
It's all over my sweater
Mom!
already.
Ugh.
I'm
Mom!
nervous. But on the
I need you
surface, I
to
look
try
calm and ready.
playing! Yes.
Would it really be D&D night if we don't have an Eminem reference?
I'm more of a Skittles person myself.
I want to. Well, I
feel like we have one every week.
I prefer the smooth stylings of DMX myself, but
R.I.P.
So does the
X
teleport
gon' give
work,
it to
or
you.
Yeah, do we teleport?
Yeah, it works. 100%. Yes. So except for the people who are feared, I guess people can grab them. Uh,
it doesn't matter?
um, I
Doesn't matter whether or not they're feared.
okay. I mean, well, they wouldn't. Well, sure. I guess they would want to get away. So yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense. This would be a way out. So you've made a hole, and now you can use your movement to go to where your
you
destination
could
is.
just teleport. It doesn't require movement.
Okay. So put your token. So you're going to be down here.
That's the
We need a
idea.
better animation for this.
You can just grab all of them.
Yeah, if you select all of the rest of the tokens and just move them there.
Right. Okay. Now, does the teleport gateway stay open?
There's no gateway. We just disappear and reappear somewhere else.
Oh, it's just like you vanish. Okay, got it. So it's understood. Cool. Uh, I'm still terrified, but merci. You have saved us all. Oh my God, mon Dieu. And so we are now on the other side of the tower.
So that was my action. I'm gonna use my movement now. Actually, that would be Ninja Meow's movement. He's still afraid. I'm gonna say, get away from the wall. That thing's gonna be coming through that door any minute now. We gotta try to stay at least 150 feet ahead of it, and then we can hit it without it bothering us.
And that's to Casimir.
That's to everybody who
Uh,
can hear
or
me. I used
you're
the
saying
sending
it to
stone
the
already.
group. Okay. Casimir can't. That's right. Casimir can't hear it. I'm not sure if he could even feared. So great. So we're gonna try and use as much space as we can to kite this thing. Understood. Classic WoW.
Seems like a boss raid.
um. Anything else?
I'm done.
All right, Mao. You find yourself materialized into another portion of the tower.
Sorry, I had to zoom out a bit. Well, I guess all I can really do is look around. I mean, what do I see? I mean, I recognize it. It looks like it's the old
Beautiful
building.
architecture.
Yeah, because I'm just I'm just
You see,
okay.
they really have a very dark aesthetic when it comes to their artwork. From what you can see of the mosaics,
Oh, okay.
lot of dead children for some reason. You're not sure,
Hmm.
but it's very unnerving.
No, but
And
I like it.
you see various portrayals of Orcus, and sometimes see spray painted on there LOL over like an Orcus poster.
Hmm. Well, quite cozy. What a vibe. It feels like home, especially with all the dead children.
What a vibe.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think I'm just gonna kind of turn around and then kind of regroup. I'm gonna look over at the doctor and um well yeah, just like doctor, what are your plans? What are we doing here? Why here?
Because we can use the long space to run.
Okay, good idea.
This thing moves slow.
Fair point. But other than that, yeah, I'm just gonna move up a bit and kind of end the turn there.
All right. Clay Golem. Clay Golem is engaged with tendrils of fog which seem to be wrapping around it.
Does a 19 hit?
19 does not. 19 does not hit.
Ugh,
Does he have one or two of those?
2.
Yeah. 15 does not hit. So his hands are uh, like they're tangled, and he's not able to get the momentum he needs to do damage. He's not entangled. He's not restrained. It's fog, and it's hindering his movement.
So how far can he move? Can he move through the fog?
His full movement, he can move through the fog.
So the clay golem is going to move through the fog
He's
then.
going to become disoriented in the fog. Um, uh, Once you have entered the fog, can you give me a 1d4 for the direction that he's going to go? Because all direction becomes lost when you're inside the footprint of the
Looks like it
thing.
went south anyway.
Okay, cool. It moved purposefully through the fog, and it when it encountered the door, it opened it, and when it went through the door, it just kept going in that vector, and just kept plowing through. The tendrils were grabbing at it, but it doesn't have any life energy, and so they just can't get a hold. Now, Cyndia looks around, and she sees me screaming, "Mon Dieu, we're going to die! It's game over, man! Game over!" And so she says, uh, "You need to snap out of it." And she gives me a slap. Oh, that's the vestige. I need to do her thing. That's funny. The vestige does not have great strength. All right. Cyndia is going to give me a slap. Non-lethal, 1 damage. Um, uh, a 13, unfortunately, does not hit. And she's going to end her turn. I'm going to, I guess, dash. Uh, the same way that I was trying to go. Probably end up about here. And then I'll try and get out of my state. Yes. Excellent. I come to my senses And I say, I am not sure what all the fuss is about. How did I get here? And I end my turn. Lombard. You too can be unfeared like me. So dash towards me and then roll.
All right. First things first. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. How far do I have? I've got 80 feet if I'm dashing. Right there.
Holy cow, 80 feet?
Yeah, I've got 40 feet of movement normally. It's like right there, I think. And then, yeah, I'm gonna do my best to... Do I have advantage on this still for any reason? Okay, so 10. Best one so far tonight, y'all.
Well, how about this? Yes, let's say that as you're running by, I try to catch you and shake you out of it. So I will give you the help action as you pass right by me.
Okay.
So yes, roll with advantage.
Hey.
My friend, you are not yourself.
Ah!
And
God, it's like I just got off the phone with my mother again.
I go, Mon Dieu, you are back! And I do the double cheek European, mwah, mwah.
Oh,
I'm so happy!
La bise.
And I put my arm around you and I go, let us kill this murderous sentient fog thing.
I'd love to, but I'm not exactly sure where it is.
Me neither. It is a mystery. With annoying enthusiasm.
But other than that, since that has to be that's the end of the turn. That's all I can do.
So let's say that you I actually grabbed you and shook you out of it here. I don't know what icon you have on yourself.
It's I can
screaming.
Yeah, it's near the bottom. It's actually at the bottom.
You're dead. No.
I got it.
Oh, I didn't realize there were a whole bunch of them. Okay, I got it. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, I'm like, my friend, is this not the best of times?
It could be the worst of times.
You should write that down. It is how you say catchy.
You can start a book with it or something.
It could be a revolution in literature. Do you see what that did there?
I do like books.
Everyone roll for psychic damage for that terrible joke. All right, Casimir, you are terrified. You're standing on the ledge, and you are fighting off intrusive thoughts that you left the stove on at home.
Oh God.
Yeah. Okay, Casimir's got OCD. Well, I can't really do anything, so I guess it's just this and 14. Nope. All right. Yep. End of my turn.
Shit, I think 14 does it, doesn't it?
End your turn.
Or is it 15?
Okay.
17.
17.
17.
What was 12?
Syrup.
My roll.
That's right.
Show us.
Boy.
Show us how it's done, Syrup. Show us how to live in the moment, Syrup. Just to be present and enjoy who you're with. Anyway.
Okay. Well,
This isn't my wonderful house.
true.
This isn't my beautiful wife.
You may ask yourself, water flowing underground. Here, I'll just turn on the creepy ambiance. I forgot to turn that on. Orcus is like, crap, I forgot to turn on the ambience. Pulls down a giant switch. That'll scare the little fuckers.
Every time I try to
Lurks
send anything,
is feared.
Lurks is not
She
feared.
rolls. Lurks is unfeared. She's like, I hate my city. I don't know why she's speaking French all of a sudden. Sylveon's rubbing off on her. He's been teaching her to
Moilians of
Yes,
French.
well
They're very close languages actually.
Freulian.
A Freulian slip.
Really?
Oh, I was getting there.
Yeah, exactly. So the vestige is undeterred, and it starts to move towards us. And so it says 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's gonna dash. 5, 6, 7, 8. And so it is right there. Dr. Cox, you have the con. I feel like I'm on a Queen album cover with my black background.
I'm going to start playing the concertina again.
Okay.
I'll move to about here.
Now I feel like I'm on a Queen album.
I'm done.
There we go. Okay, Mao.
All right. Well, Mao is just gonna, do this same thing as before. Let me double check. Wisdom save, right? Oh,
Are you feared? I thought you weren't feared.
no, I don't think I'm feared. I'm gonna go ahead. I don't know how much is my dash. Okay, I think my dash is 60
Your
feet.
dash would be double your movement, which 60. Yep.
Yeah. So about there. I'm very, very bad with the distance eyeballing.
You just gotta take you see the toolbar over on the left? If you click on
Yeah.
the icon that looks like a ruler,
Okay. And just
A
drag.
rectangle with some
Yeah, just
click and
click and
drag.
drag
on it.
from you, and it'll
Hey,
show
I
you how
wasn't
far
too
things are.
far off though. You gotta admit my estimation wasn't bad. I was just off
Yeah,
by like
that's fine.
feet.
I'm just looking at
Oh no.
tactically where we're gonna need to be is right around where you are, a little south of you. Oh, I forgot to reveal that little triangle. I forgot. That's where Asarak is. No, I'm kidding.
Could you imagine though? Oh shit!
Surprise!
Hello, bitches.
You. By the way, I hate all of you.
Oh my god. Devastating.
Okay. Yeah. So we want to be right around down here if we're going to stage an attack. Because if it's coming through the wall or anywhere up here, we need to be 100 feet away. So understood. I understand the plan, Dr. Cox. Play Gollum.
I think Golem's gonna move to this position. That's out of line of sight of this thing, right?
Yes, it cannot see
Okay.
the clay golem.
And the clay
If
golem.
it enters in the hallway here, it will have some vision back this way.
Well, depending where it goes.
It's like a jellyfish. It has radial symmetry and can see in all directions.
Well, if it gets close enough to try and smack the clay golem with one of its tendrils, then the clay golem is going to try and smack the tendril.
Well, you could take the hide action or something with your clay golem, I guess. Or no, I
No,
guess you use your running. So
he wants to hold the attack action.
got it. Okay, sounds good. Cyndia joins the group. And chats with Lurks in Moilian. It's just casual chatter. So what year did you were you here? I was here I think it was 822. And Cyndia says, I have been functional since, whatever, and just going back and forth. So Lombard, you can understand that it's just casual conversation.
Oh, it's enthralling, I have
Sylvian
to say.
is going. Sylvian is going to move down here, and he's going to hold the action to Eldritch Blast anything smoky. Lombard, your turn.
All right. I don't know if there's a better position that I can really put myself in right now. I don't think getting close to this thing's a good idea. Even if I raged, it just wouldn't do good.
I don't think that you want to take it on.
Yeah, I just don't know how
right.
to. I just don't know how to do anything about it. Because there's got to be a more efficient way than slowly chipping away at it.
Convert your Stein. You could convert your Stein to a standoff weapon, right?
To throw it, I could.
Stein becomes a throwable Stein.
Yes, I just don't know if I wouldn't be able to throw it from here for sure. The range is 2060.
What's the range on it?
2060.
Ooh. Yeah. So we're gonna be farther away than the Stein can reach.
Right. I have javelins. That's 3120, but even still, it's too
Those
far.
are non-magical.
It's also they're also non-magical. I mean, all I've got is magic, but I just feel like I feel like maybe there's a type of magic that would be more useful, but I just don't know what it is, and I don't want to use a spell slot and find out that it's even more useless than a firebolt. Because I've only got 3 of them. I mean, I would assume I don't have line of sight on this thing right now, do I? Even with the rubble and stuff like that. And even if I did, it's a million miles away right now. Actually, no, it's within range. Okay. Can I see it? Or is it too much wall in the way?
No, you can't see the vestige at all.
Okay.
All you know is that you teleported to another part of the tower, and so you don't see even any hint of fog at the moment.
Gotcha. I guess I'm gonna keep my eyes trained on the door that the doctor was talking about, and I'm gonna hold the firebolt, and as soon as a palpable looking amount of fog makes its old way in here, I'm gonna try to set the fog on fire. I'm gonna hold the firebolt.
Okay.
That'll do it.
Sounds good. Casimir, give us a nice big roll.
Here we go. You ready for it? Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
we all
that's
see
right.
you, by the way, and we
Yeah.
see you, and we're like, Casimir, come on over, and you're like, ah, and we're like, no, we're over here, and you're like, ah, and you're like, oh, come on, man, what are you doing? Like Kermit the Frog. All right. So unfortunately, you are still feared. Syrup sees everybody, and I'm assuming Syrup's gonna be a good boy and join us, right? I will move him for you. Syrup runs up to Lombard and gives him big kisses.
Oh, hello, dog.
You're muted.
Am I?
No, he's not.
No, Kirby's muted. I couldn't hear Kirby.
Oh, gotcha.
There, that's better. Great.
We're all good. I was just
All right.
gonna
So now we've got go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I have a bit of lag.
Yeah,
It's that
I do.
lag, and I interrupt, and I apologize.
We know you're just
So
being
we've got
rude.
Lurkst. Yeah, fuck you. Anyway, so I'm not rude. Lurkst is gonna run dash down here to Sylvian, and she's going to go. Is there something you could give me that I can defend myself with? And I hand her. I go. Are you familiar with one of these? And I need to link it. And I hand her the Staff of Fire. And I discuss with her how it works. And I go, and you pointed that way. And she says, and then I'm like, oh, and so we work it out. But that's I hand her the Staff of Fire, so now she has the ability to use that
Would she?
on her turn.
Wouldn't she need to attune to it?
And is she a sorcerer, wizard, or warlock?
Oh. Well, she does have the innate spellcasting that Moilians do, but I don't exactly know how it classifies to the normal schools of magic that we have now. Because remember, she's
She's
prior to
she's
the
2E, isn't she?
the spell war. Yeah. So anyway,
She
she'd
still
be
has wizards back then.
she'd be able to, but she hasn't. You're right. She hasn't attuned to it because it requires attunement. Yeah. So all right. But she can swing it, and it's a magical weapon that's a staff. So
She got a
there's that.
stick.
But she's also got her darts, which are magical. So she'll anyway, she's holding on to it, I guess. May not do anything. You're right. Needs to be attuned.
She
She
just use
says,
that
"I
and
don't
drop
feel
fireballs.
anything," and I'm like, "Oh right." uh, that I should use that?
Yeah, it doesn't require an attack roll.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And it has 9 charges left. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
All right. So I'll hold on to it
That's
because
3
she couldn't feel
fireballs.
anything because I forgot about the attunement. So the vestige is going to continue to move towards the sounds of your heartbeats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it can't fear anybody. Oh, actually, it's coming into 100 feet for the first time again, right?
For some of us, for sure, yeah.
So you are hearing the concordant whispers again if you are within 100 feet again of this thing.
Hold on.
Which,
My connection to the Roll20 server has been interrupted once again, so I don't actually know where the vestige is standing at the moment. So I gotta see where it is and if I need to
he's
roll.
right behind me, isn't he?
Could you imagine? Oh.
So I have counter charm going. Everyone roll with advantage.
All right, perfect.
Sounds good.
Okay. Hey, a nat 1 and a nat 20. Let's fucking go, baby. Oh, Jesus Christ. I got worried for a second when I saw another 2 on the screen.
Oh. So, unfortunately, Syrup is feared. Cyndia looks a little perplexed. How'd Ninja Meows end up?
He passed. I don't have to roll because I'm still under the charm, right?
I think that's advantage.
It would be like
No,
double
that's counter
advantage,
charm.
but there's no such thing as double advantage. So,
I thought you said it was like
but
that it
I
was
mean,
just
she's
cured or immune or something, right?
Nah, I ended up just rolling with advantage because she had charmed me that one time.
I see. So that means I would be feared, right? Is this
So,
just standard fear or what?
yep, standard fear. You have to move as far away from the thing that is causing the fear as you can when it's your turn,
If it's just standard fear, that just means I
which it
can't
is
move
your
any
turn.
closer.
Okay.
The frightened
This
conditions,
one
a frightened
says,
creature has disadvantage on ability checks and
uh,
attack rolls as long as the source of fear is within line of sight, which doesn't apply. And then the creature can't willingly move closer to its source of fear. Right?
okay. Um, Here, this is the effect. So it's come within 100 feet.
Yeah, that's if the saving throw fails by
So
5 or more,
your
which does not apply. That
which
applies to syrup,
well,
but
your saving throw
I
was
rolled a 13. That's 4 points.
okay. Yeah, so that's fine. All right, so yeah, you don't have to run away from it.
Well, I'm gonna. Ninja Meows is gonna move a full 80 feet. And I'm gonna, for the moment at least, I'm going to continue to play the concertina and invoke the counter charm.
even though you're feared.
Yeah, I mean I can still take actions.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
I'm done.
All right, so um Mao, uh did you pass your wisdom check?
Mao's out
I
of range.
believe so.
I thought
Correct me if I'm
Mal
wrong.
was
I
in
believe
Oh,
so.
100
Mao's
feet.
out of range. Yeah, you're
Mao's more
fine.
than 100
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, Mao, you're fine. I was
Well,
looking at
sounds
Cynthia
good.
for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
you're
think I'm
good.
just gonna keep moving.
You see Dr. Cox run by and he's white as a sheet.
Exactly why I'm running. I'm running with you. Let's see. Give me a second. Let me just measure that. I feel like that'd be faster. Cool beans. So it's like somewhere around here.
So we're coming up on 19 minutes left of Jay's time. So I just want to throw that out there.
Gotcha. Well, I'm gonna end there. So move whoever's next.
We
Play
didn't
Gollum.
we didn't mention I realized that sounded like I was making you hurry up. I apologize. I was just looking
Oh,
at the
you're
clock
fine.
and it had nothing to do with you. I just wanted to let Jay know. For anyone watching, Jay has to get on an airplane. So
Yes, I should have mentioned this at the beginning. This will be a shorter stream. And in 18 minutes' time, Jay has to hop on a plane, fly across the world once again, and then next week he'll be back and we'll be on a normal schedule once again. But tonight's will be a little bit short.
Hey, at least tonight we won't be late getting back from break.
It depends on how you think about it.
True, true.
We'll be back in 15 minutes. Shows up 7 days later.
But
sure.
either way, it is the Clay Golems.
Play Gollum.
Clay Golem's going to dash.
Can golems talk?
This one grunts, remember?
Right. It's like Lurch
Just grinding some
from
pebbles together.
Adam's family, not Lurkst from Moil.
Ah.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that makes sense actually.
Clay Golem's done.
That could be cool. Like you could be a PC. You could be a Golem PC. Clay Golem is done. Cynthia is aware of the plan and moves to join Lurkst and Sylvian. Sylvian continues How far can I go with my dash action? Let's see, how far is this thing? Yeah, I can't get up there to help help the pup. So I'm just gonna hold where I am. Lombard. I guess you could grab Lurks by the collar.
You want me to grab Lurks by the
You
collar?
you passed. You're not feared, right?
Correct,
Or
but
not Lurks. Syrup.
Oh, syrup.
Uh,
Okay. I was going to say
syrup.
come.
Syrup is feared.
I
is,
was
what
going
I'm
to say
saying.
come along, little doggy. Um, I, I could, I could perhaps maybe pick up the dog, if the dog allows me to do so.
Yeah. I mean, you're not. It knows that you are a friend and you're not attempting to do anything harmful, and you'd be moving away.
Okay.
He weighs about 110 pounds, so
Hey, it's nothing compared to the
'cause he's
Golden
a
Stein.
mastiff.
Goldenstein's
That's great.
200. The
Well,
Goldenstein's
I mean,
287 pounds. Not an ounce less and not an ounce more. All right.
okay.
I think I'm actually, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna move. I'm essentially gonna go right next to Mal. Does grabbing the dog, is that an action? Would I be able to dash? Or does that interact with an object? How would you like to do this, Mr. DM?
I'd say if you grabbed the collar, that's interacting with an object.
Okay.
And doing so, you can therefore pull the dog with you as part of your movement.
Okay. Cool.
And we'll call the grabbing the collar a bonus action.
Gotcha. All right. So with the dog in
Because it's not
tow.
like a normal character where it has an actual handle for moving it.
True. Okay, with the dog in tow, I'm gonna dash all the way over next to Mal. Since that's action and
All
bonus
right.
action, that is all I can do. Am I able to prepare an action, or is that something else?
So the I mean, if you haven't used your action, you can't. If you've used your action, you can't hold an additional action. If I
Okay.
understand the rule correctly,
Yep.
is that right?
That
Ken?
sounds right. Cool.
Takes your action to hold an
Okay.
action.
Gotcha.
So
Then yeah, definitely in that case, I just
exactly.
ran over here and we're good to go. We're done.
Yeah. Hold is an action. Yeah, that makes sense. Got it. All right. So now it is Casimir's turn. Come on, big roll, big roll.
Here we go.
Big money, big money, big money, big money. No whammy.
16. Yeah, boy.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's probably as
What's
good
the
as
range
we get.
on the counter charm?
30
That's
feet.
30 feet.
Also, I'm not counter charming. Oh no, I am still counter charming. That's
Okay.
right.
Yeah, you're cranking it out on the melodeon. Syrup is going to attempt to roll to get out. So, do you want to roll for him, or do you want me to do it? All right, I'll.
You're
go ahead.
probably faster. I'm not gonna lie. It takes it 20 minutes
All
just
right,
to roll.
I'll roll this one.
Yeah.
And snaps out of it. The whimpering stops and starts to lick your hand, Mal.
Oh, beautiful. There's my boy.
Lurks was not feared. Yeah, he's a good boy. Lurks is good. She's getting her darts ready. She's going to hold an action to attack with her darts when the thing comes through. It's now the Vestige's turn. So it's going to start poking through the wall. And so everyone with prepared actions, let's go ahead and roll initiative again. I need to clear the order. Actually, we've never moved out of combat. We'll leave the order the way it is. Because the fear condition had been on Casimir this whole time as well. So, Dr. Cox, did you have an action prepared to attack?
I took my action to use counter
Or
strike.
no. Got it. Mao, did you have an arrow ready to go at the thing, or what was your plan?
Plan was for the great axe, but honestly, I think I'm gonna go ahead and hold with the arrow instead of the great axe at the moment, since he is farther away.
You can use
Arrow.
the arrow to you can attack with the arrow now, because
Yeah,
we'll
go
say that
ahead.
you've been holding that action.
Let me go ahead and release it then.
Well, yeah. So roll me an arrow attack. Yep, please.
Yeah, let me pull it open in my inventory.
Do we have any like good
Ooh.
arrows? Anything fancy? I don't think I do.
Well, you see, ever
Try
since
again.
episode
And
1,
it's unfortunately with
I've actually been
disadvantage.
holding some spectral arrows in my golden stein, but I didn't want to tell anybody about it because I figured that would just be too convenient.
And you wait till now? You wait till now?
Oh no, I'm still not going to tell you about it. This is just meta. No, Lombard doesn't have anything like that.
Does a 14
Oh my god.
hit?
That means that I'm a 14 unfortunately does not hit. It's a disadvantage, so the 7 doesn't hit either. Okay.
Isn't that a physical attack?
Anything else?
Why would it be a disadvantage?
It is a physical attack. That's a good question. Why would I say that? It doesn't hit,
Either
but
way, it doesn't hit.
Also, when you hold
it
an
has
attack,
advantage
you
on
can only
this
make
is-
one attack roll.
Never mind.
Okay.
Okay. That yes, right. So that unfortunately doesn't hit. And it's not a disadvantage, so it doesn't matter. But the first 7 doesn't hit. Neither would of the 14. Clay Golem. Is Clay Golem going to scoop Casimir if it can?
It's going to try, but it's not
Yeah,
going
it
to be able
is.
to get there.
Come to me.
Come with
This
me if you want
giant
to
lumbering
live.
clay thing. Casimir's already afraid. I'm sure this isn't terrifying at all.
It just reminds him of the
Cynthia,
Terracotta Warriors.
looks around. Yes.
Oh man.
Cynthia looks around, sees she can't do anything, shrugs, and ends her turn. Sylvian looks around, sees this thing, says, "Aha! My time to shine!" and lets loose with the 1, 2, 3, 4 Eldritch Blasts,
It's gotta
which
be 3
27
hits.
hits, 26 hits.
But those are with disadvantage because they're spell
19
attacks,
doesn't
right?
hit. Yes, that's right. Oh,
Fuck.
crap. So that's 1 hit. Because a 27 or a 26 hits. So on my first pair, a 19 does not hit on my second pair. Can I actually just do this like if
You
I
can
click
roll
here,
with
does it
advantage.
say with? And that's my third attack, and that's my fourth attack.
Still
So
3
those are with
hits.
disadvantage. 3 hits. So 13, 20. Am I reading that right?
27.
So 13 and 7 is 20. And then 7 plus a miss. Yeah, 27. Correct. Yep. Cool. Oh, I have the wrong thing chosen. Hang on. There we go. Now I can subtract hit points. Okay. Lombard, your turn. You can let fly with the Goldenstein.
No, it's still too far away.
Oh, and for also Sylvian, for my movement, Sylvian's gonna move down here, and so will Cynthia and so will Lurkst, because their turns have already happened. Because we do not want to get close to this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw fire at it because it's still too far away for me to throw a hammer at it. Does a 21 hit it?
Got it.
Thank goodness.
Roll with disadvantage.
All right. Nah. All right, it's fine. It's fine. I'm only upset a lot.
Nope.
I'm only incredibly upset.
Okay. Moving on.
Yeah, I'm not
it,
gonna move.
swallows the fire, and it glows, and you hear it audibly burp.
Oh.
All right. So now it. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't.
Very rude.
So
of it.
next
It's
is
no
Casimir.
kitchen manners.
Okay.
Roll. Give us a good roll so that you can, because you're running out of time. But
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look
go
like.
big.
Oh,
Hey,
oh!
hey, hey.
Hey!
I mean,
All right.
that's actually pretty amazing. I can't see it, so I still don't know where it is essentially, but I
Could
can.
move to here and maybe see it.
Well, that would be at the end of your turn.
Yeah,
That would be at
that
the
would
end of
be.
your turn, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah,
So
that's
you
it.
could
That's
move.
it for me. I mean, okay, I'll
You
take
have.
a.
Yeah, so your action is that you.
There we go. I'll move away
Okay.
from the edge. This is what a sane person would do. There we go.
Also, want to just check. Yeah, you definitely want to back up. That's for sure. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. That's it.
Syrup howls audibly when it sees the smoke. Lurkst lets loose with her darts because she has these cool dart things. If I could click on her, come on. Come on, Lurkst. Oh, I have
What's
the
the range
ruler
on those
thing.
darts?
That's why I hate that. I think it's 120 feet. 60 feet. Darn it. Yeah, she can only go 60 feet with those. So she can't do anything. So she waits. And it's the vestige's turn. The vestige comes in. And it's gonna go like if you have something selected, can you move it?
Not with the
Like
the
as
ruler.
part of
not
the
with the ruler icon.
Okay.
I know what you're asking, but I don't remember what the way to do it is.
There is a way to do that. You just like
Right.
queue up waypoints.
Yep. Cool. So this is what it does. Who is anybody close enough?
Yes.
Unfortunately, we all are.
I'm still feared, so it doesn't affect me. Everybody else gets advantage on the roll because of counter charm.
Okay. Yep.
Darn it.
Everyone give us the old wisdom saving throw.
Well, at least I'm not
With advantage.
unnervingly terrified. I just can't get closer.
Unnaturally terrified. And come on. Where's your character sheet? There it is. Let's see how Lurks fares. She does not. She almost does, but she does not. And then Cynthia is does not need to go. I'm not sure why. I am clicking on her. Sylveon passes. So who all is feared?
I'm feared, but not unnaturally.
Syrup. Syrup
Okay,
is feared.
good.
Is it feared?
Syrup is okay.
Okay.
Mao, were you feared? No, you passed. Excellent. All right, cool. And then you are definitely safe, Casimir. So good. But you see us down here going a little nuts as this thing gets closer. It's very unnerving as it approaches. Dr. Cox, your turn. You want to unfear yourself?
I'm going to try, but I'm going to use my action to cast Counter Charm, or to keep playing the Counter Charm. Ninja Meows is suffering from unnatural fear, so he's
Okay.
gonna bolt.
Climb the walls. Poor little guy. And you're like, whoa!
I do not end the effect.
All right. Mao, you can shoot arrows at it. Unless we have something else for you. I don't think we have you don't have like a good magic standoff weapon.
She has
I
a
think
gauntlet.
the
really.
firebolt thing.
I have good stuff for like
Oh,
detection
that's
and
right.
like
You can
helping the
shoot
party.
guiding bolt.
Well, have we done
You
a
can
long
shoot
rest?
guiding bolt out of
that?
your bracers.
Yeah, we could do that. Hey. We could go ahead and do that, or the longbow. I mean, I rolled for the longbow, but I'm okay with going and doing the guiding bolt. I think that'd be interesting. Try to take him down.
The guy. Yeah, I'd say give it a
Mhm.
shot. See how that
Okay.
goes.
I don't have it in my inventory.
So that's
Oh,
gonna
I
be a
remember I
spell
looked
attack
for
roll.
it
Um,
and I couldn't find it. It was the gauntlet of guard. I remember I couldn't find it, so I couldn't put it in.
I thought I put it in your. Oh, you know what I did? I put it in your inventory in here. I think.
So just roll a d20 plus
That's why.
8. Technically, also that'd be with disadvantage, but I'm sure
Unfortunately,
10
that doesn't hit
hit.
either.
Okay, well, I mean, that's
10
kind
does
of
not
it. We're
hit.
just passing, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I gotta find that thing for you so that you can use it. Okay.
Finish up the night with the
Anything
clay
else?
golem.
Yeah, Clay Golem.
The clay golem is going to
Play
try
us
and
out, Clay
grab
Golem.
Casimir and pull him away from the edge.
He's about to break.
Don't do it, man.
I mean, I won't resist. It can do it if it wants. Pull me away.
Yeah, so then it's gonna drag Casimir.
Base jumping. Base jumping so unsafe. Don't do it.
I got this. I
All right.
believe I can fly.
Leroy Jenkins. Where are you
Oh.
flying to, Jay? Are you flying home?
I'm flying back to Bangkok because I'm in Phuket currently.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I think that this thing's proven to be a little trickier, probably because I cheated a little bit at the beginning. But now that we've worked that out,
That's okay.
we could pick this up next week and see how it does. But I hope you have a safe flight and you get where you're going without any incidents at all.
Thank you kindly.
And to the rest of you who have been watching this stream, thank you for joining us this evening. Again, we do apologize. We're going to be cutting it a little bit short this evening, but so there's so much we can do, and we didn't want to just leave you all high and dry once again. So we have been Crit Cats. Make sure you join our Discord. That link just showed up in the description. Not the description, I apologize. The Twitch chat. You can click on that link and join the Crit Cats Discord server. You can play some games. We got some more stuff going. Our Saturday night slaughters and Friday night fights are starting to pick up once again, so come be part of the action. You can also
Oh,
follow us on all of
those
our
are
other
so
social
fun.
medias. They're a blast. They're fun to watch too, even if you can't make it to participate. It helps you know all about it because there's events and everything all the time. However, you can also follow us on our social medias. You can follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Reddit, Twitter, and TikTok. Maybe not. I don't know if we're doing TikTok still
And
yet. And then yeah. Other than that, we're glad you're all here. Thank everybody here for playing. We'll see you guys next week for the maybe shocking conclusion to the adventures of Moil, perhaps, maybe, depending. Or at least the conclusion to this fight, hopefully. If we could figure out what we need to do.
yeah, this is just part of it.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Well,
So this is only part of it.
all right. Fantastic. Well, once again, thank you for being here. We'll see you guys next week. But stay tuned for Tuesday when we're back with some Star Chasers. We have been Cats, and we'll see you again real soon.